Welcome to another Limitless van production. We have a brand new transit trail to show you. It's the first transit trail that we've done. And also we're going to be showing you a brand new floor plan and layout. So we're super excited about this build. Before it takes delivery for its new owner, we are going to give you a good tour of this van. So first let's look at the outside and everything we did to improve the stance, the rideability, and a couple of cool accessories as well. First, we of course have our Bilstein struts in the front. This is a transit trail, so it already has that lift that a Q-lift would otherwise provide. This provides good quality suspension in the front of the van. It already comes with nice off-road 4-season tires. The customer chose to keep those, which is great. Moving towards the front, we have a CA-tuned bumper with a Warn winch and some Ruby Moto R7 lights. They are super powerful for their size. They have a nice rock guard built in, and they're dimmable as well, so you can dim these way down and use them when you're on the road without blinding your oncoming traffic. There is a custom skid plate made by Limitless Van. Custom, we can choose whatever color you want. I love that the customer chose to give it a pop of color underneath there. It makes it look really nice. Up high, we have a Backwoods Adventure Mods drifter rack. We love this rack. It's a simple install. It's good for our installers. It also has a nice 50-inch Pathfinder light bar. And up on top, there's 200 watts of solar, and soon there's going to be a Starlink as well. The 200 watts of solar are mounted flush with the top of that rack, so it's not going to be scraped by tree branches as well. So it's a really good design, easy to install, and it looks really clean. No wind noise either. Back around this side, the drifter roof rack easily mounts the Fiamma F45S awning. We have lights all around the exterior of the vehicle. These are good for camping. When you set up your campsite, you can leave these on. These are connected to the house batteries, so you don't have to worry about them draining your car battery. In the back, we have a Backwoods Adventure Mods box with a rack and a Limitless Van tire carrier and ladder to get up to your roof and clean the panels. Also, we did put some suspension in the rear as well. All of our builds, we highly recommend using the Falcon shocks. These are adjustable shocks. Windy roads, windy roads, click it onto firm, your average everyday driving, your medium setting, and within your medium setting, there's 8 refining adjustments. And setting number 1 is for soft driving conditions when you're off-road. A little bit more of a plush ride. Stepping into the vehicle, first thing you noticed is we installed an amp step, which is really nice to have. It clears up out of the way when you're not using it, and it provides a really nice platform for when you want to get in and out of your vehicle. On the passenger side, it extends to the front seat and the back seat. On the driver's side, it's just for the driver's seat. First thing here, stepping in, we have a nice compartment for your air hose. If you don't want your air hose here, you can put things like your shoes. In a lot of our vehicles, which you've probably seen already, we have this table. The table has a little insert you can pop out and place a Snow Peak stove in. If you want to cook some of your stinky food like bacon or fish or whatever it would be, you can cook it outside in here. Also just makes a nice platform for drinks or hanging out. A nice outlet. If you want to put a blender or you want to make some coffee on this table, you have an outlet to do that. Lighted step for a clear entrance into the vehicle. We had a Tetravan shower installed in here. So this is a great shower to use if you don't want to commit to all of the space a full-size interior shower requires, and if you want to not have to shower outside in the cold. It literally only takes up 3.5 inches of this galley. It allows you to free up so much more space in the vehicle for storage, which is what this customer wanted. So there is a lot of storage in this vehicle for food, for clothes. It's a brand new layout, and I think it's going to be really popular moving forward. First thing, kind of starting from the front, is our 2-tier headliner shelf. We incorporated a Garmin Powerswitch for additional switching. So that's going to be what will turn on and off your Pathfinder light bar, your lights that are up front. You can also control those lights from your iPhone or your Android as well. We added a curtain rod here. So if you need quick privacy, if you want to pull over and use the restroom or take a nap, there is a curtain rod so you can slide your curtains up and it'll block the view. So that's built into our 2-tier shelf. That's something new. The customer opted to go for brown leather with the nice fabric Tundra centers on these Scheelman swivel seats. And I, again, highly recommend the Scheelman seats. They're extremely comfortable and they kind of help you go longer on long road trips. So I've always liked these seats a lot. And there's 3 of them in this vehicle. So a third passenger can tag along for a ride. This seat will swivel around and this becomes a small dinette. The base of these seats are level. So where you're going to be sitting, you're going to be eye to eye with whoever's in the front seat and the back seat here. So this is a really nice setup, a nice layout when that's swiveled. Moving back, we have this whole passenger side dedicated to storage, which is great. So for long road trips, like this is a van that you can totally live in if you wanted to. So first thing we have starting in the front are these large cabinets that have large shelves in them. These shelves are all removable. So if you wanted to have more hanging space, there's a curtain rod so you can hang your items from there. This is a large, deep drawer for larger items like coffee makers, pots, pans. Down low is a Wrappon Trekker toilet. This is on heavy-duty glides, and there's a latch to keep this in place so it's not going to slide if you're using it off balance. We love those toilets. Here we have more closet space with hanger storage, so you don't have to worry about wrinkling your clothes if you need to go somewhere nice. And then a really large pantry here for food and supplies. Again, a lot more storage all throughout this galley. Here we have a built-in trash bin. When you open this up, the trash bin automatically slides out. A really large sink to do your dishes, storage all the way through. And lastly, another really large pull-out pantry. You can fit all different size items in here as well. Awesome. So also, if you want to get into the bed, we have a really nice, large, safe step that's lighted. So we actually lighted it so it would be red, so you don't lose your night vision at night. So you can turn this on. It's not going to blind you or your passenger when you turn it on. You'll be able to safely get up and down into your bed. There's also a lot of storage in there as well. Also with Limitless Van, we have our overhead cabinets. These are really popular. We have our large 24-inch overhead cabinet, 15 inches high, 15 inches deep. It stores a ton and still out of the way for the passenger here, with undermount lighting for reading. And then we have a large bank of 8 feet of cabinetry here. We have an open shelf. I've seen customers use this for all different things, but the feedback on this shelf is that it has been way more useful and needed than they had originally ever thought it would be. So this is a nice upgrade that customers never regret getting. And in the back, there's bungee storage back here. There's an open shelf with bungee storage. You can store your blankets and pillows out of the way so they're not sliding around. You can put books up there. This one was designed specifically for the customer and storing a CPAP machine. So there's power up at that shelf as well, and they can use a CPAP machine in comfort and sleep well throughout the night. Last thing in this cabinet is the Toshiba air fryer. Microwave, broiler, convection oven. It's a super useful appliance that fits in a really small space, and it doesn't take up too much power. So we're super happy to start using these in our build. Below the microwave is the isotherm refrigerator. It is the isotherm Indel Webasto Cruise 130. So we love this refrigerator. It's really large. It has a little freezer space in here as well for ice cubes or storing ice cream, and a ton of storage space for drinks. It's a really nice large fridge. Finishing off this build, we have our control panel. Here we have our Rixon's controller. The Rixon's is in charge of our hot water, our hot air, and also this van has heated floor. So this is going to be a very well insulated, very comfortable van. It's a nice option to get. We also have our Garmin control. This is going to be able to show you all of the buttons and switching on here. It also has additional features like GPS built in. Garmin InReach is a capability you can subscribe for as well. And here is our monitoring. So this is our Victron monitoring system, and it shows what our batteries are doing, what our solar's doing, in a clear, easy to read format. Some finishing touches our customer added. They wanted to add some coat hooks or towel hangers up here. I think it's a great feature. These are recessed and flushed. I think it's going to look really nice and be very usable hanging up towels or hanging up hats as they're going in and out of the van. All right, let's go to the back of the van. In the back of our van, we have our water cabinet over the wheel well. This van houses 33 gallons of fresh water. It has a rear shower as well. You can pull this out. Use this for hot showers, wash off your kids' feet, wash off your dog before you put him in the back. This is your aqua water fill. You have a visible sight glass here, so you can see how full your tank is as you're filling it up. You also have a digital reader on your phone and on your Victron screen. Your water tank access is right here. You have large storage in this compartment as well. We have a large pull-out garage tray. We've upgraded the design on this a little bit in that we've added these slots all the way up and down, so you have more mounting options as well. There's built-in L-track on this. On the driver's side is our electrical cabinet. This houses two 200 amp hour batteries and 24 volt. So it's the equivalent of 800 amps of 12 volt lithium battery. This electrical cabinet has enough power to run your air conditioning overnight, be able to wake up and not have your battery totally depleted. You'll still have 50–60% of your battery. So through solar charging, through your alternator charging, you're going to be able to refill this battery and be able to go off-grid, boondock longer than ever before. This is our standard battery setup. We find it suitable for most use cases. We can do more and we can do less, but we find that most customers are really happy with this power package. At the back, you'll see our ARB air pump and another ARB coupler for hooking up your air hose, filling up your tires for your mountain bike, your SUPs, or just blowing off your vehicle as well. This is our Limitless van bed. It's great in that it allows you to lounge in it, but you can also store equipment in here that have a little bit higher height requirements, like a mountain bike. It easily goes back, folds away. You can use it as a lounge facing that way. The front of the bed also lifts up and you can look out the vehicle and lounge facing out the rear. Another option is the Murphy bed. So this portion of the bed can be hinged and you can flip it up where it locks in place. So you have access to the front of the vehicle from the rear, which is really nice to have. This bed works really well in conjunction with the flare space flares. This will give you about 6'5" of space, sleeping east to west. So you essentially have a queen size bed in your van. It also frees up almost 18 inches of space in your living area as well. So these are a crucial, really nice addition that we put into almost all of our vans. That concludes our tour of the 148 extended length transit trail. It was our first trail that we've done. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want more of this, please check us out on YouTube or Instagram, or check us out at limitlessvan.com.